Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxchair, on the show this evening. It's all better, evening, all better.
Evening, mate, how are you?
All right, mate. Still in a wee bit of shock when I've seen this team. Don't think anybody would have got it, but I'll hand it to you to read it out.
20 MD's getting this team. Here we go. Butland, Tavernier, Goldstone, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Dowell, Lammers, McCausland, Seema and Roof. Subs are McCory, Dessers, Cantwell, Matondo, Sterling, Wright, Balogun, Barisic and King. That's a strange wee team up.
I would have got Jack Butland in goal.
You'd have got it up to about Goldstone.
I would have
Butland, Tavernier, Goldstone.
I thought Davis might have come back in.
Me
but
too, also.
Suter's not played much, so he comes back in, which is fair. Ridvan for Warner, would have predicted that? I don't think I would have done. Lundstrom, yes. Dowell and Lammers, thoughts all better.
Maybe Dowell. In fact, I was actually surprised Dowell never got on on Sunday. But Lammers, Lammers is Lammers, isn't he? I didn't think he would have got a start. I thought he might have been a sub. Surprising.
And then we've got the front three. McCausland on the right, Seamer on the left, and Kemar Roof. The cult hero Defers dropped out, so he's not got 90 minutes in him. So we know what we have to do, but then I see he's setting up the same way. Maybe slightly different. Maybe we'll only have one sitting player. Maybe just Lundstrom with Dowells and Lammers giving me a licence, Albert.
I hope so. Well, it sounds better. It sounds a better way of doing it. I hope so, mate. But Big Boy Sterling didn't anything wrong. I mean, he good games the boy moves in. So maybe he's just decided best way to go about this is just all out attack, just go after them. By all accounts, they're a big team. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm surprised we Ridvan get in. But aye, if it's all out attack, well, good. Let's go for it. I'm happy with that.
Well, maybe he's going out with the philosophy of more attack players. If you accept that Ridvan, he's maybe not as good a crosser as Borner, but he's maybe likely to make more positive runs and appear in the box, if that makes sense.
Aye, definitely, mate. He is a better. I would say he's a better player going forward. Not a better crosser, of course he wasn't, but he's definitely better going forward. And he should, depending on where Lammers is playing, Dowell will be playing on the left, won't he? So move about right enough. But if whoever links up with him, if they link up properly, it should be quite attacking down that left-hand side. But as you just said earlier on there, that's no lie when he said he's going to change his team. He definitely changed it. Many changes as that.
Suter, Ridvan, Dowell, Lammers, Roof. Five changes. But there's a lot of games coming up, Albert, when you look at it. We'll get this game, Motherwell, Ross County, and obviously we play them, and then we play in the second. We'll get about five games in about 12 days or something, mate. So it's insensible,
you've no choice. You've got to shuffle up a bit. You've just no choice. There's no player in the world who can play that amount of games consistently. You know what I mean? Having said that, Tavernier and Goldstone, and Lammers and Lundstrom, sorry, are having a good go at it, aren't they? But you're asking for trouble trying to get players to play that amount of football. All you need to do is look down south at Newcastle, who've just completely and utterly ran out of steam. Playing all these games, no used to it. We're a wee bit more used to it. Maybe no all the players are used to it, but Goldstone and Tavernier are certainly used to it. Lundstrom's used to it. But it's sensible to shuffle the pack, and it's just sensible. Providing you get the result. Of course, you need to keep getting the results.
Getting the result. The night's one of these bizarre games where it's a 1-0 game all day. You know, obviously, in an ideal world, we'd like to play well, score loads of goals, but because it's a game at home, mate, you just want the 3 points. People joining us all the time, Albert, and they love to hear your sexy tones coming out of the team. Let's hear the team.
Here we go. It's Butland, Tavernier, Goldstone, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Dowell, Lammers, McCausland, Seema and Roof. Subs are McCory, Dessers, Cantwell, Matondo, Sterling, Wright, Balogun, Barisic and King.
The bench is getting stronger, mate.
It looks not bad, actually. It looks quite good, eh?
So Scott Wright's quietly come back for injury,
Aye, we Matondo and him. He's quietly dodging away now, getting them in there. Boy King just, he's there all the time, isn't he? Just there all the time, waiting.
Yeah, I think he needs to get on loan, mate. He needs to get and play some football.
He needs to pick a position and stick to it, mate. That's what he needs to do. Pick a position, stick to it, say that's what I want to play, whatever it is.
I don't know if he's a centre-half, but that's for another debate, mate. I think he's a defensive mid-stroke right back. There's similarities between him and the boy Sterling, and they're also similar ages, mate, so he's got to go right. Anyway, that's a whole different debate. Right, we better get these phone lines opened, and then we can talk about the team again, mate, yeah?
Yep, bring them in.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, listen, there'll be get some reception at Ibrox tonight, considering last Thursday and Sunday, mate, and it's remarkable what's happened in 10 weeks up there.
I mean, it really is, mate. He's got to be a lot of credit for what's happened, and all he's doing is churning out results, mate. Let's be honest, we're not playing beautiful football. He's just got them in a good mindset to churn out results, and that's what we've been saying all along. A lot of the games in the season is just about churning out these results. Everybody thinks you have to play this fast, flowing, brilliant football in every game. It's not the case, mate. It's winning it's churning out results and winning the important games, i.e. the Betis game and the League Cup final. Just there you are. Nearly two results stand alone and go like that. That's just made your season right there. Right there and then, they two results made your season. They're the important ones. All important games, of course they are, but there's one stick out more than others. And there you go. And we're just rolling on. Builds momentum. Now they all know they can do it. Now they're all winners. Now they're all sitting there going, I like this. Let's have some more of this. And it's not about playing lovely football all the time. It's just to get results. And the good football come when it comes. You'll get some good games. You'll get some bad games. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, mate. That's all I do. I just sit back and enjoy this.
Aye, you're right, mate, because I think Clement's got it right. The league campaign's a marathon, you know. Nobody remembers, you know, your 1-0 victories if you score with 3 minutes to go when the league's won. You know, you then look back and you maybe say, oh, that was a big 3 points that day if if you've just stumbled over the line. But it's all about winning, and obviously you hope to stumble on some decent performances along the way, Albert.
That's it, mate. It's and if you look back over the years since we've been watching Rangers, there's not many seasons we could pick out more than maybe 1 or 2 games, maybe 3 games tops throughout that whole season if you're looking back and reflecting. But you can pick out a lot of moments in games. Or that, like Edu's goal, the last minute goal, or the goal he scored against that mob at Ibrox. Things like that stick out in your mind. They just are there. But Clement's right. It is a marathon, and we've got to just settle in and say, well, let's dig in. Let's all dig in together and get this done. And it starts with the night. What's past is past. It starts with the night, and that's what Clement was trying to tell them. All that, put all that in the shelf and enjoy that later on in the season. Just let's go on with the night. Let's start building from the night onwards.
Do you think they'll all go away on holiday tonight since they've got 4 days before their next game?
Aye. Well, no what to do. I mean, it's no long, innit? It's a shame. Oh. Me personally, I think it's just too much football now. It's no about enjoyment anymore. It's just about cash cows. It's
international football's caused all this congestion, mate. It's ridiculous, and eventually, either the players will battle against it, or the clubs might, because their assets getting hurt a little bit. But that's another debate for another evening.
What is the player unions going to say? Is somebody going to die on the park before they realise that there's too much football getting played?
Yeah. Anyway, we've been joined by old Davy. Evening, Davy.
Evening, Ox. Evening, Albert.
Hi, Davy. How you doing, pal?
I'm fed up. We're not winning enough.
You're never satisfied.
Nah, I'm Clyde Cuckoo land. It's been I don't know if you could go a bet on the last 3 results, but it would have been something else because it's been absolutely cloud nine time. So regarding the team tonight, there's a lot of changes, but the only one I would Lammers, no. He's run his race for me. He's even when he came on, he's an empty jersey. The rest, I agree with, and I think it should be more than enough to deal with St Johnstone.
I would agree with everything you've said, Davey, up to the snoozer. He's been poor, but would have said that about Dessers take on that. In Spain, about 30 yards for goal. Nobody did want us Sunday, so he was going to score there, did he?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ox, but I think I just don't see anything there that's coming for that guy.
Oh, I agree with
you. That boy Sterling's come on there and he's played a couple of games and he's won the man of the match. He's outstanding, but he's playing in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe Lammers needs to go somewhere else because I don't see it happening for him.
They're not playing in the same position, Albert.
It's number 10 they've got Lammers. I think that is his problem right there, David. I don't think he should be playing number 10 because I don't think he can play number 10. Where he can play, I don't know, but it's definitely no number 10. He's not showed anything in that position at all. I might even try him out right. Try him out that Ox calls it my position. It's that position we can't seem to get full. But we McCausland's holding that down at the moment. Lammers, try him out there. I think that's the last throw of the dice with the guy, to be honest with you. Because I'm like you, I don't see much in the guy. I don't see what the big hullabaloo was to get him. Yeah.
What I'm trying to point out is we're all wondering what position he should play. But realistically, he's no engine.
No.
He's so... I'm fed up speaking about the guy. I would love to see him, like Ox says about Dessers, to come on and you can see an improvement. But I don't see it with that guy. I don't.
Well, stranger things have happened in football. I'm not saying you're wrong up to today, but if you think back a week ago today, we wouldn't have been singing the praises of Dujon Sterling, Albert.
No, the trouble with the difference between Sterling and Lammers is Sterling never got a chance. Lammers had hundreds of chances. If they gave the chances to Sterling that they gave to Lammers, you would have a player. You could. I don't know about you, but in my eye, I look at that boy Sterling, and you just know he's got it. He's just got it. You can see the boy's going to be a brilliant player. He's just got it. Lammers, you look at Lammers and you're scratching your head and saying, nice close control at times. But as Davey said, he's no pace. He can't run away from anybody. What you've got, he's just pretty poor in the air. For 6'4", 6'3", he's pretty poor in the air. I don't know what he brings to the team. That position, number 10, that's not his position, mate. I tell you that for nothing.
You don't think he's got a nice mop of hair, Davey?
You're going to go at me again, ain't you?
I'm having a go at all yous.
Oh, not at all. That's the difference. See, all these guys that have got hair, see when they lose it, they're pot ugly. I'm a good-looking baldy man. And there's no many is left.
That's subjective. I'll send you a photo, Albert, and you can comment on that.
I've met Albert.
I'll send him a photo and see what he thinks, right?
Anyway, carry on, guys.
Right. Well, it's not about Lammers. It's about they've made 5 changes. We hope the boy plays well. Davey, I can't argue what you've said up to the night. You can't rewrite history. I've got to look forward and get the manager's picked him. So you don't trust Big Phil? Is that what you're telling us, Davey? You don't like Big Phil?
No. That I loved his reaction. I loved it. He's just right in there with all the troops, and he was giving it big loudies, like that. Go on yourself, because he presents himself as a sort of passive guy, and then he gets out there and runs that, and he's just like one of the guys out in the from jumping in with the Union Birds. Brilliant. But what I'm saying, did you mention the team was still in playing?
No. I'll get Albert to give the team again. You've just said that Sterling's not playing. I know you're not very bright, but carry on. Albert, give me the team again.
Team is, Davey. Just for you, pal.
Thanks,
Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Dowell, Lammers, McCausland, Seamer, and Roof. Substitutes are McCorry, Dessa, Cantwell, Matondo, Sterling, Wright, Balogun, Barisic, and King.
Great bench.
He's on the bench.
Oh, yeah. I just hope the amount of changes doesn't upset the way, obviously he knows it. You can't doubt it, man. The guy's quality. Somebody keeps asking me, what's he done? I says, I'll tell you what he's done. He's a manager. And we've said that repeatedly on this show. He's a manager. That's the difference.
Well, let's just see what he's done. What he's actually done is he's reduced a league deficit in points. He's got a chance to reduce it even further tonight, and then even further with another game in hand when we get ready to playing it. He's got us into the last 16 of the UEFA Cup. He's won a League Cup. It's not too bad, mate. It's not too bad for somebody that's just in the door. It's no bad at all.
Aye, 14 games. 14 games he's been charged for this. I'm number 15. 3 draws, 11 wins, no defeats.
It's no bad, Ox. Come on. Anybody stand
Do you
up.
think he's gambling tonight? Change with all these changes. I'll go to you first, Davey. Do you think he's gambling tonight? Arguably, some people are a weakened team.
No, I don't think so. He's very astute. He wouldn't put anybody in there. And if he puts somebody on there and they're not doing it, you're off. That's the bottom line. I just hope the Bears all stay with it. He mentioned this as well. He says, even if you're not playing well, you've got to keep behind the team. And we all know the way it's been going some of the games, that it doesn't take them long to get onto the players' backs. And we can't afford to do that. Even if it's not gone the right way.
I think that. I don't know where you've been for the last 10 weeks, Davey, but I think that ship sailed, Albert.
I don't think the weakening of the team. I don't think the team's weakened because the spine of the team's still there. And the spine of the team to me is Butland, Tavernier, and Golson, Lundstrom, and Seamer. That's the spine of the team. That's still there. He has to rotate these players. He's no choice on it. He's got to do it. He's just going to run himself right into a corner. And you got to remember, by the way, we're still nursing a lot of injuries. So he's got to nurse the players. He can't afford for any of them to get really injured by overplaying them. There's a chance you're going to get injured just playing football, but if you're overplaying them, that's criminal.
So what's his plan then? Are you saying his plan is tonight, go out there, fresh it up, hopefully have enough to get a couple of goals, then start bringing, say, Lundstrom off for Sterling, which we'll know bat an eyelid at now. Yeah?
Yep.
You're spot on. Spot on.
And then maybe even King for Tavernier, things like that, and refresh the team, and hopefully by the time you've finished, you'll have maybe had 7 or 8 changes, and then you've refreshed the squad to go and play on Sunday again, because that's his job, the manager's job, Davey.
I mean, I don't have any. Everybody's got their individual opinions of different players and things. Obviously, he must see something. We keep mentioning Lammers, but we used to do it with a few others. But out of all the other ones that was getting in the neck, this guy just seems to not be improving to me. And what I was meaning about the reaction to the fans was, you can't. I mean, we're in dreamland now. Could anybody? What did you think before Batitas? We're talking about we'll take a draw, and we won the group. That puddle drinkers get humped on Saturday. We won the cup. I mean, what a nervy cup final that was. And they all criticise, and I'll tell you this, everybody criticises. My brother-in-law sent me a text about, that was garbage, that game, that was rotten. I says, I'll tell you why it was rotten. Aberdeen made it rotten. Aberdeen came to a cup final.
How many good cup finals have you seen in your life, Davey? I mean, you go back to the 1921 Rangers Park at Thursday. How many good ones have you seen?
I've seen them all. I've seen them all. All the finals that were in the 60s. And then we had a wee gap, mid-70s, then the 80s.
But how many good convincing games that you won 4-0 in a cup final. Albert, think about it. It's a handful.
Well, I'll tell you what I can tell you. I put it another way. I've never seen a good cup final Rangers were in that have lost. All the good cup finals I've seen have won.
That's a good point, yeah.
So,
you know, Davey, turn that frown upside down.
Turn what?
Turn that frown upside down.
Aye.
Right, come on. It wasn't a great game, but how many games have been played the week? Many cup finals over the years have been played the week before Christmas in a howling gale, and a part of it was a bog where another team might play. You know, so the game's done. We won. But
aye, but you're missing it. Aye, I know. I know what you're saying.
Anybody else out there think that the managers gambled with the team? Come and join us. Use your thoughts. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Right, give us a team, Albert, for the people joining us, and then we'll get David to run through and slaughter every one of them.
Team is Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Dowell, Lammers, McCausland, Seema, Roof. Substitutes: McCorry, Dessers, Cantwell, Matondo, Sterling, Wright, Balogun, Barisic, King.
Oh, sorry, David, I was waiting for you to come in there, mate. David boy, sorry.
Aye, yeah, I've not slaughtered anybody. I've made a point. All I've made is a point. I'm happy with that team. Don't you encourage him, Albert?
He doesn't need any encouragement, mate.
I'm telling you,
he's a self-made man, him.
I mean, one laugh with somebody else and he becomes a riot.
You're awful tight in me, David.
No, I mean, we're all up there. We're up in the sky. And it's marvellous. So what a feeling. I've said that here a couple of times, Ox. I've never woke up and felt so proud. And more so for all the young guys. I know I'm 70. It's my birthday soon. 75 coming up. And the young team haven't had that experience. I've seen it many times. But a lot of guys, even me boys that are growing up with their fathers, they've seen that now. They've witnessed it. And that'll stay in their minds forever. And it's gave everybody. I mean, the boost that's gave everybody is unbelievable.
You know the problem you've got? You know the problem? Back in the day, if you go back maybe a couple of generations, maybe a generation and a half, in the same situation, there might have been 50, 60,000 bears at that game at Hampden, maybe more. And people would have been able to take their families and take young people and all that. But what they've done with the National Stadium, geez, it just, for that kind of game, it's not big enough. And then, so people can't go because the demand for tickets is ever increasing for our club, for every game, Albert, not just for finals when people decide to go. It's so you don't always get that opportunity. What they had maybe if you're back in the 60s or 70s when people could take their families to see special games and have that bond with the club.
Aye, well, it's like, call it what it is. It's a dump, mate. It's an absolute dump. It's horrible. It's just a horrible stadium. It needs a lot of money. In fact, it needs knocked down and rebuilt. That's what it actually needs. No money spent on it because they've spent money on it before. But they're never going to.
It needs knocked down and moved, mate.
It does, mate. It does, mate. It's terrible. It's just a terrible stadium. It's again, we're no vision, no nothing. We're going to go down that road again. But you looked at it Sunday there, and it's raining. It's a miserable, horrible day, and you're looking at that stadium, and you're going, "Oh, you just epitomised the weather today." What bright spark, honestly, Ox, what bright spark thought that black stuff from the outside of that track was a good idea? I know it was for the Commonwealth, I know all that, but who thought keeping that was a good idea? It is terrible looking, absolutely horrible. And you're saying there's nothing right about that stadium whatsoever.
The only thing that's right with is moving up for the cup. Right, so we're going to line up as our usual. Maybe 4-2-3-1. I can maybe see John patrolling and Dill getting maybe a license because of the way they'll play. So we'll have Tavernier, Golson, Suter, and Yilmaz across the back with Dill and Lundstrom, and then in front of them we'll have McCausland, Lammers, and Seamer, and Roof up top. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
St Johnstone are lining up with, let me get this right, Mitov in goal, Robinson, Constantine, who always tries his guts out against us, Gordon and Otafuna. In front of them, Cocheriel, I don't even know, Sprangler, Phillips, Smith, and Franzak, and up front, Jeremia. Jeez, some names there, Albert.
Oh, I know. It's Levine. You know what's going to happen. It's the goalkeeper and 2 banks of 5s. That's what's coming.
Aye.
We know about him. It's just that's the way his football is. That's his football mentality. He's not going to give you an open game. Put it that way.
So they'll set up a 4-5-1, and maybe that one will slide back to make that a 4-6, mate. If we're honest, he's done that before, hasn't he?
Aye. He told us when he was the national manager that the 4-6 was the future of football. And we were always saying, I hope no. You get people like him and the positions they're in, that will be like that, 4-6. I mean, that wee Adam gave the Scottish football its character, and was it Saturday or Sunday? Eddie's rant. The guy's right what he's saying, but can't argue with the guy. The guy's right. Anyway, we'll talk about that another night.
Aye, Davey. So they'll set up a 4-5-1, maybe a 4-6-1. So we've got a chance to get, hopefully, with 2 fullbacks up the park. We'll get a chance to get over midfield. Yeah.
Yeah. You're spot on. I mean, I think everybody's going to go, we're going to get 3-4 here. Fair dues if that happens, but I'll take a Brighton man any day, any night with that. The way the tables are panning out, it's a marvellous feeling to know that we're that close to him again, and we've got a bit of silver there, and they're wanting the barriers out again and go and demolish their board. So let them get on with that. That's fine. We've got the incentive now. So let's not lose it. Let's grab it with both hands.
Yeah. Listen, this is just mental. As big a game last Thursday was, as big a game Sunday as this for the league title just becomes Albert massive, doesn't it?
As I said, it starts tonight. It really does start tonight. Which went just went. But this is a line under which went. New we start now. This is the foundations getting put down to win league or leagues. This is the foundation now. We need to go out and prove it the night we can do it. And that's what the fans will be waiting. I don't care. I'm like you. I don't care. A Bridgeman will do me. I don't care if it's. I'd love it to be brilliant, fast-flowing football and be excellent with slaughter. Great. I don't care if it is or it isn't. As long as we walk away winning that game.
Here. Right, I'll tell you what we'll go at Old Davey. Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll go to the manager. Do you want to hear from him?
Always.
Let's hear from your gaffer. Come on.
Philippe, it has been a big week for your squad. How have preparations been in the build-up to this game tonight?
Yes, it's been a great week. The guys enjoyed also after the game, so that was necessary also after all these weeks with hard work and tension and everything. And yesterday everybody stepped in a good way in the building. Monday we had also recovery training. Yesterday was good training. Everybody was focused, but of course we have a long series of games, so we need to make a rotation in the squad also with a tight schedule that's coming the next weeks.
On your team news tonight, Kieran Dowell comes in for his first start since you joined as manager. What are you hoping he can bring this evening?
Kieran is somebody who's been working really hard all this time. There's a lot of competition in his best positions. He's going to play a little bit lower, a little bit the role that Tom Lawrence took against St Mirren. And he's somebody with good technical qualities who can be good on the ball, good passing play, and that's what I expect from him, and of course winning the duels.
How important was that today, given the schedule, to give the squad a bit of freshness there too?
Yeah, it's necessary. If you always play with the same 11 or 14 with 12 games in 37 days, you kill the players. They are not ready for that. They're also not trained for that. That's something for the future to work on, to make them stronger in that way. So it's every game looking to get some fresh players in, to get some fresh legs in, and for others that they can recover good and then be ready for a next series of games. So it's always taking everything in account. And all the players are pushing, so a few players get now the chance to show it in the spotlights, what they've been doing really well in training last couple of weeks.
And just finally, a word on St Johnstone and the game tonight. What are you expecting from the match?
Yeah, a physical team also with 5 defenders again, low block, transitions, set plays, the usual things. And they did a really good job also against Celtic. They went in front. It's a team that's hard to break, so we hope to break the wall fast. Then you get more space. The longer it takes, the more difficult it is, but we want to keep our tempo high, so they break physically the second half, so we can make the difference there also.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, we'll put it out there. He's given you reasons for the changes. Would you have done it? Has he gambled? Has he got it spot on? Only time will tell. All better.
Yep, time will tell, mate. But he's given you the reasons, and the reasons are the right reasons, though. I mean, he's no choice. You've got to do it, mate. It's the way the schedule is, and that's what he's paid to do. He's a manager, not a coach. He's a manager, a proper football manager. And I think he'll get it right tonight. Don't forget, we've still got these players on the bench, and you're allowed 5 substitutes. So it's no like I'm taking a big risk here. It's not that big a risk. It's just showing the squad he's going to use them all, and he'll have to use them all. He's no choice. He's got to do it. I've not got a problem with it. The only problem I've got tonight is looking at the creativity of the team. And if Lammers is knowing his game, because he's going to be a big part of this creativity, he's the one that's going to do it. And if he's knowing his game, we might struggle a bit with that. That's where Dowles is supposed to come into this. He's saying he's going to play a bit deeper, but he's wanting to go on the ball and pass the ball. So that's the only problem I see. I don't see any other problem. They're going to set up the way they're going to set up. It's not going to be any surprise, is it, really, honestly?
No, not really. No. But are you with the manager, Davey?
Oh, 110%. Who couldn't be after what's happened there?
I mean,
he took that good, the feel-good factor, and he's took it to a different level. You just need to sit and listen to him, how astute he is. And none of the other money's previous here, going back a good bit, could tell you, explain what he's, and then you can actually grasp what he's trying to tell you.
I think he's a straight shooter, if that makes sense. Yeah? It's no overly complicated.
He just knows what he's doing, Ox. That's as simple as that. The guy knows what he's doing. And that's the first time I've said this is Walter Smith. The guy knows what he's doing. All the other people has come in, Gerrard, Warburton, all the managers, Casino, all these, what do you call them, Beale. To me, they're all projects. You're saying, oh, God, we don't know about them. We're hoping. You're putting all your eggs in one basket with them, and then quite quickly it was the work. Gerrard's an exception. We knew Gerrard was bringing just more than a manager. He was bringing his reputation, and he was bringing the visibility of the club up a level or two for where we'd been. So that was fine. We haven't got a problem with that, man. And then Van Bronckhorst, he tried to play the European style in the league, and it didn't work. You've got to think a different mentality than Europe playing in the Scottish League, and he never had that. But he certainly had it in Europe. You can't argue with the fact. I know he took some hammerings in the Champions League, but that really wasn't due to Van Bronckhorst. That was just injuries and circumstances. No, I mean, okay, we did play better teams, but this guy seems to get it. He knows exactly, and he tells you, I know how to win games. And that's what I want. I want a manager who knows how to win games, mate. I don't know for you, but I'm more than happy with that.
Can I disagree, Davey?
I think Clement's bought into Rangers big time, and he's into the we are a people family attitude. I mean, he gets a wee bit excited in the touchline, but he doesn't go nuts. But see when that final whistle went, and then he was shouting to the players, "Give me that cup, give me that cup." And he went there and he gave it, yellow. God, you fellow can get right in there. That was marvellous.
Davey, I've been working hard trying to put you, this is your life together for your birthday, but I'm struggling to get hold of that Australian lassie.
Okay, that's another occasion. That was a great trip back to Barcelona. I mean, that's the youngies have a wee taste of that. But they've not had the satisfaction of watching. I know they don't go up the stairs now. In the olden days, they went up the stairs and they gave them the cup. They didn't know all this confetti flying about.
I don't think it's a spectacle at all. What they do now on the pitch and all that, I think I'm more a traditionalist with that. I think that worked better. I'll be honest with you.
Did you see that Donkey Doncaster? He couldn't wait to get the medals dished out and get off that part because he was waiting for to get a large off the Rangers support.
I don't. If people would have maybe more noticed if it was brighter and you could, was they pouring the rain and jackets and roots up. Right. Okay. So we'll get obviously McCausland on the right side. If you think about it, with the goals came with Seamer coming in and getting the goals. A lot of the times. So do we need similar to balance it up? More creativity coming for the left. I know Born across the goal for Tav. Do we need to try and equal up our team? That makes sense.
Absolutely, mate. You've got to react to what's in front of you as well. No, I mean you've got to look at what that team are doing. Now we know how they're going to set up, but no other players are going to have good games. So you've got to keep your eye open, and that's what I like Tav and the rest of them are starting to notice. He's teaching them to go look who you're playing and how the person you're playing is playing. So if there's a weakness there, exploit it. So put it this way: if the left hand side our team is playing well and their right hand side is playing poor, doing the right. It's great if you can get the two wings going at the same time, but it doesn't always work out that way. So you've got to try your hardest and then work out who in their team's not having a good game, and that's the weakness. Go for it.
Aye.
But I like Tav coming out at half time. He says at half time he noticed at the back post there was chances to be had at the back post because McCausland had the cup final. That shows you that guys are sitting watching the game. They're actually understanding what's happening now.
On another day, McCausland could have had a hat trick. He put the ball in the net when the whistle went. Except the whistle went, but he still finished it. Yeah, and then he just get in a wee bit early. And I know he's not a giant, but he's game enough.
Oh, he's got the instinct to be in the right place.
Aye. He's game enough, and it's not always about your size. It's about desire and getting there. If you think back to a game that you talking about, Davey, once or twice, even just starting to bore me with it. I know it was the last game you were at, Barcelona. Well, Johnstone scored a header. He wasn't a giant, was he?
No, you're dead right. Nanny was Willie Henderson. And he popped a cup on his nut.
Aye, desire, innit?
But Jim Forrest wasn't a big tall guy.
No.
Fight in the dog, mate, as you keep saying. It's a fight in the dog.
Aye, right. How's it going to go tonight, Albert?
2-0 Rangers. Seamers and McCausland.
David?
I'll go with what Albert says. I'll even just take 1-0. Even an OG.
I'm looking for a wee bit more than that. I'm looking for a wee bit more than that. I'm not going to say outlandish, but I'm hoping we can keep a clean sheet and just to help some people's mood. It'd be good if we could evaporate their goal difference. I'm sure that would cheer them up.
Just add a wee bit of salt into it.
Aye. Maybe they should go and meet the Dalai Lama. Maybe that'll help them.
Oh, they're beyond help, mate.
You know, so 2-0. I would take that all better. As I said earlier on, it is one of these games where 1-0 wins all it's required, Davey. Yeah?
Yeah, well, the thing is about if the game stays tight, obviously, I'm not saying I'm not going to score but later, well, maybe later in the first half. But he's got a great bench there to shake it up, so that's a big plus for us now. Because as you get back to not that long ago, we hardly even had a bench. So that's the luxury we're at now, which long may it continue.
I'll get players to come back, Albert, and hopefully your Raskins and Jacks. I know what people would argue, well, maybe no missed them, but Danilo, you know, we've got a lot of players out still, and we could do them back just so we can refresh at the right time. But other people are now ahead of them. I mean, if you're playing defensive mid, who's the first jersey next to Lundstrom on form at the moment? Is Sterling all better?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I don't think he's a midfielder. I'm not going to go that far, but he's definitely getting the player in form. He deserves his chance, and he deserves to stay in the team. He's only out the team, right, because he's not played a lot of games, and he's just starting to get into the team. But it's not through lack of merit. It's not because he's a bad player or he can't play the position. It's just to make sure he's going to get nursed back into his team. But Raskin and Jack and all them need to wait. They really need to Barnes. They all need to wake their ideas up, because the team is starting to going to evolve, and it's not going to wait forever for these players. In fact, I don't think it's going to wait any time at all for these players. If they're not going to be fit on a regular basis, off they go. We don't want them.
Oh, can I ask you a wee question? Sorry, Oxford cutting in there.
Go for it, mate.
You were talking about he's not a midfielder. He's still on right. What position is Sequentis supposed to be playing?
Oh, he's supposed to be a central midfielder, that boy. That's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to drive us forward. In fact, see what Sterling's doing. That's what he's supposed to be doing.
Exactly. So that's the difference. Sequentis can't even come near that guy, as far as I'm concerned, on form at the moment. Whether he turns up and be something else. But that guy has got some engine in him, and that's what we've been lacking in that middle. Sequentis, he's supposed to be box to box. So he didn't look box to box to me when I've seen him.
Right,
no, he's not.
Last word for your good self. And by the way, David, just to let you know, you don't get any more money if you ask questions on there.
Best show in town, guys. Right, I'll let you get away.
We're on for a heavy percentage rise this year again. We got a big rise last year. We're looking for a big rise this year. Always big percentages over there.
Oh, definitely. We deserve it as well.
But you'll be paying more tax.
We'll pay the same tax as we paid last year.
Very good. Right,
I'll put you down. I need to get your details there, Dave, because we're putting you down as a dependent now. We're going to claim for you.
Quite right. I've got a blue badge now. I've got my blue badge through there. And they're talking about it. And Suicide's talking to me about because I was escaping with 10 minutes to go. I was parked miles away. And the state my legs are in and all that. Well, you really got me there, guys, I'll tell you. I'm shouting at, what a load of pibble that is. And my wife's going, what more were you in? Don't listen to him, guys. Don't listen to him. That's a wind up. I'll get my in back later. Right, I'll go away.
Hey, Davey, I had a blue badge since I was 6. It's called a Rangers badge.
Right.
I'll say that to my mate. I'll say that.
Davey. Eat it. All there. Last one.
You had such a telly, wouldn't you? Aye, come on, the Rangers. Let's get this job done, by the way. We need the 3 points. They know how important it is. We don't have to tell them that. They know it. Fully confident they'll get the 3 points tonight, mate.
Yeah, listen, thanks to old David. Come on, always a laugh. It's brilliant. By the way, I'm trying to send you that pic. It's a cracker. It shoots his argument in pieces. Listen, thanks all bear for joining us. Look, hopefully we'll get more bears on, celebrating the Rangers victory 15 minutes after the final whistle. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. Enjoy the game, everybody. Take it away, Old School Blue.
The famous RFC. Na 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 na.